Gate 14 podcast. Are we on?
We're on.
We're on. And folks, after a week where I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to be telling my grandkids about it. The Toronto Blue Jays salvage the series and drop the magic number 3-3 with 3 games to go here against the Tampa Bay Rays. Avery, how are we feeling? Great to end it on that one. Great to show signs of life with the offense and the pitching.
Oh my God, dude. Yesterday, the day before, brutal. Like maybe 2 of the worst of the year. Honestly, like how does it get worse than that?
It doesn't.
No, that was totally awful.
No,
so
it doesn't. Avery.
And the one today, I mean, you put together a bullpen game. It's like first bullpen game of the year, maybe.
They've done it with Lauer before, piggyback type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I did not expect them to win today. So that was great that they made things happen. You still only score in 1 inning. Like you get through 5 and it's like, okay, we're doing the same thing again. There's no way we're scoring a run. It's been an interesting week. Vibes kind of through the floor.
Rightfully so.
Kind of getting clowned online, which I kind of disagree with, but like, it's whatever. Like they're obviously pressing to some point where they know things are going wrong because they are going wrong. They're there. They see them not scoring runs. Everyone in the club is just like, I kind of don't really know what's going on right now. So, yeah, you're going to tighten up a little bit and things hadn't gone their way. But
a game like that is what could possibly turn it around. You don't know, right? I mean, I think the best way to put it was what Max Scherzer said yesterday. Baseball's such a strange sport. It could flip on a switch. It could flip on like that with the easiest thing ever. And I mean, we could be looking back on Sunday, like our next podcast on Sunday, and going like, wow, I can't believe we won the division, or I can't believe we're in a way better spot mental than we were 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago. So listen, that's the beauty of baseball. And I tweeted it as well, man. Listen, if you don't want to believe in this team, I completely get it. But this team has given me more reasons to believe than they haven't. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. And like we talked about, it's in our own hands right now, right? The Jays win out. They sweep the Rays, who are scuffling. The Jays win the division. They take 2 or 3, still a good spot. You got to hope the Yankees at least drop one.
You got to hope the Yankees drop one.
Yeah,
yes.
But like, listen, this is the biggest weekend probably in the history of this podcast. I'm comfortable saying that.
Yep.
Never won the division in the history of this podcast. This is the biggest week. Are you man or are you mouse? But I will say I am more confident going into this weekend after tonight's game than I was obviously yesterday. If they lose tonight, this weekend, it's a wash. It's over. If they lost tonight's game, I'm looking at you and going, listen, man, it's
wild
over.
Card.
It's over. Yeah, we're on to the wild card game. But now I'm looking at you and I'm going, maybe that jolts the bats. Maybe the bats figure it out. You know, like I don't know where to really gauge this, but I will tell you this: I am more confident now than I was yesterday because they at least showed ways to bounce back and to kind of do it before the biggest weekend of their lives. So I know the boys in the locker room are probably thinking this as well. It's like, all right,
we got our mojo back. Yeah,
we got our mojo back. We're at 91 wins, most wins in the AL still. We control our destiny. Let's go out there and do our job against a team that's not in the playoffs. Yep. That's where they're at with it. And Yandy Diaz is out for the weekend, apparently. I don't know if I got trolled or...
Day-to-day, at least.
Day-to-day, yeah. He shouldn't be playing. So listen, a lot of the factors are going our way right now. So you got to handle business. That's the biggest thing. And that will silence the haters. That will silence the doubters. If the Jays hold on and...
Oh, you will be fucking crazy on Twitter.
I have about 60 bookmarks now.
Because the Yankees fans got back.
They got the lick back. They did the rearview mirror tweets they've been doing for 2 months.
Yeah. And rightfully so. Like they were.
For sure. They have every right to celebrate. But listen.
If we were doing the same thing, we'd be in the exact same boat.
And we talked about it last spot. It's like, listen, I shaking ass for the White Sox was dumb. They were never going to get that done. They stink.
Dude, Tuesday's
game.
You have to be kidding me. We were there and like... Brandon Eisert comes into the 9th inning.
And they take out Taylor at 12 pitch. Like, that entire sequence.
He's a demon.
That entire sequence for me was so fucking annoying. It was pretty much just saying, here's the division, you fucking bums. That's what that was. But, yeah, I don't know. After all that, after the White Sox fumbling, Yankees getting a sweep, Jays losing 2 or 3, we still control our own destiny. And that's how I'm going into this weekend. I'm throwing everything from the last week out of the window. Don't care. We showed signs of life. That Dalton Varsho home run might have saved the season there, folks. I'll be honest with you. Because it was looking bleak.
He went 0-2. He was down 0-2.
He was down 0-2 and he threw a cookie.
Yes.
Like, against a lefty.
Yeah.
Is he a lefty demon? And I saw Griff tweet mention this. Dalton Varsho the last 2 seasons was actually good against lefties.
Yeah, because he would get all those bunt hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the average was way better. You were right about that. I couldn't believe Varsho was hitting. Like I thought
it was a Davis moment.
I thought Miles Straw would have hit, honestly. I know you said Davis too.
Yeah.
It could have happened, but like in that situation, it's a get a ball in play that fucking like perfect bloop hit for him would have been
for sure.
Would have been great. So I thought it was gonna be Straw. He'd come in, take care of him defensively, and then he gets down 0-2. You say the best thing that you always say is like he's got no fucking chance, and then immediately right after grand slam, Dalton Varsho grand slam off a lefty. I mean, we lose Santander. I don't know what his deal is now. That's like,
dude, like this
he put together some okay
This
swings.
is why Toronto Blue Jays fans are broken. I would go a little bit more than okay swings. He was swinging that fucking lumber today, and I don't know if it's just because I love the lefty swings and I'm like a little bit biased with it. It's like a kink of mine, but Santander deep into counts, hard hit balls, fouling off good pitches. And he was 4 inches away from earning his fucking contract today.
Yeah.
Like, if that ball is like 4 inches to the left, that's a grand slam. And I'm like, wow. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his Kirk Gibson moment. But, it's
and
like.
he jogs around the bases with his arm in a sling.
But by the time you're listening to this podcast, I'm assuming you will have a better idea if he's injured or not.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see.
But a message to future me, stay calm if Anthony Santander is hurt. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but that is a bat that he was awesome today, man. That 106-mile-an-hour single, the foul ball, 3-2 count walk, gets hit by pitch. I'm in. I'm on the Santander train, man. I'm on the Santander train. I believe right now.
Yeah, it was someone.
Is he pretty in left? Fuck no, man. He literally makes pop-ups look like he has like a 2% catch probability.
I thought he was floating out there today.
Oh, really?
For what we
a young straw?
Yeah, I saw him in left. I was like, you know what? Him in right when he makes that run on his backhand towards the gap, he cannot catch that ball. He doesn't have that one.
I'll be honest with you, folks. I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have watching that in the playoffs. And we don't even have an update on Bo. They said he's just.
I think it was an at the letters thing where they'd be surprised if he was back for the wild card.
So let's win the division.
Gotta win the division. Like it is. I don't know how to quantify it because it might be as simple as this: when Bo Bichette's with the team, the offense performs a lot better, and like it's awful to say it because it's so like old school ball, but like he's not getting expected base hits. He's getting actual base hits.
Yes.
And he's scoring like actual runners.
Your calculator doesn't care for that.
No.
That's where we're at.
And it's like Bo's like, you know what? Maybe that is still pretty important in today's age. Like him hitting with runners in scoring position. They were 0 for a billion runners in scoring position, and that is like, yeah, it does suck when he's not in there. And it felt so much like last year. I know it's easy to say as well because it was just the most recent memory we have of them sucking ass. Last year.
The last 7 days has been like
felt like last year.
Yeah, easily. That's not a hot take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like no Bo offense, like can't get anything done. There was a stretch where we couldn't score like 5 runs in a game. It was like 2.5 weeks last year. I remember like let's score 5 or let's score 6. I remember tweeting that out multiple times because they just wouldn't do it. They struggle for offense.
I'm pretty sure they went on a stretch where it was like 50, 60 days with no 5 runs,
That
right?
seems crazy, but I would believe that's how bad it was last year too. So like, yeah, Bo's pretty important to the way this team goes, but Vlad's not helping it be any better.
It's been Vladdy FC. It's been tough. This is the biggest week probably of him being a Blue Jay, and he's really kind of just been lackadaisical to say the least. I mean, I will say this is the bare minimum, but the hustling down the line to get infield singles, sure, I like that. I like that shit, but we're not paying him to do that. We're paying him to fucking elevate and celebrate.
Paying him to do that at the minimum.
At the minimum, yes. Yeah. But we're paying him to actually perform when this team needs it. And not to be hard on the guy. I mean, it's just facts. Like, I'd be an idiot for not saying this. He just hasn't done that. The last 2 weeks, I think they said this is the worst last 15 games of his season.
Yeah.
Like, it's been the worst stretch of his season. And it couldn't come at a worse time. And the tough thing is Rod from Barry or fucking Dick Griffin or fucking all the people on Twitter, they're looking right that the guy can't hit in the clutch. Then he's proven them right, which is the shitty thing about it because I want to believe. Like, hopefully, when we talk to you guys on Sunday, he has a monster weekend and figured something out, and that swings there. But listen, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not quite sure where to take you. Like where to go with this.
All right.
Like,
agreed, 100%. Like, it feels like it's lungy. It's not as deep as it is before. Just awkward swings today. The Bayo one when we get a runner on third with
first pitch swinging, we didn't even see the camera shot yet.
The camera didn't even turn around to wide view from behind the pitcher, and Vlad's already out. And with like a shitty swing on that too. Like, I'm all for being aggressive. Always will be for being aggressive.
I'm not mad at the first pitch.
Yeah,
yet.
and people come in here or they come in our chat. I understand not everyone in the world thinks that, and they're like, why would you swing at the first pitch? Sometimes the first pitch is the best one.
Yeah, because pitchers want to get ahead. I mean, there's tons of hitters that have said the first pitch is the best one.
Yeah.
You might as well attack it.
And some of your ideas, like for Bayo today, they were swinging at everything. Bayo's a ground ball guy. He doesn't strike out a lot of people. So, yeah, you're going to be pissed off at some of the swings, of course. Like when Barger hits a piss missile that just one hops to second base and throws him out, everyone's like, the Barger one was a good swing, probably a bad one. But like if they are grounding out, everyone gets so mad. But like that's what Bayo's designed to do. They're playing into the pitcher's game, which is
for sure
proving that he is pitching well and doing what
and
he's
a ground ball guy, like you mentioned. It's not like he's a strikeout pitcher and we're just grounding. Like, the guy had a 6.767. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. K per 9. And it's like, all right, they were clearly ambushing. Yeah. Didn't work at the start. Very, very frustrating at bats. Holy fuck. Were those frustrating. But they got to a lefty. John Schneider, biggest balls I've ever seen, keeping Barsha in for a lefty, and it's a home run. But where are you at, Avery, with that Gossman start? Like, that was a little bit concerning for a guy that's going to be my game one. That was the closest thing he's had this season to a playoff game, aside from the game in the Bronx, obviously. But like, that was a little concerning, right? Like, that wasn't the greatest stuff. The fastball, the strikeout numbers were there. A lot of hard hit contact.
Yeah, sure. The Red Sox were a team that also has some stuff on guys, like the iPad, where they have their tips. So maybe they had something on Gossman, which is concerning because it feels like the Twins did that when they clearly had something on Kevin Gausman.
Yeah.
We weren't watching on TV, so it's harder for me to kind of break it down, but I still feel fine with Gausman being game one if they, God forbid, end up playing the Red Sox in a wild card. I'm fine with it, but the other thing is, who else is going to fucking pitch game one?
Biebs. Biebs has been awesome.
Yeah. I'd still, no doubt, Gausman for me. Anything else, we're struggling with who else is going to pitch. It's Trey's when you become important at work.
I'll be honest with you, Trey. Yeah. What do you got for me on Saturday, Demon?
Yeah.
What do you got for me on Saturday, big kid?
The Jays 69-3 this year when scoring 5 runs.
They've scored 5 runs 69 times?
5 or more runs.
They've scored that 69 times?
No, they've scored 72, John, because they've lost a couple.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Score some runs and this Blue Jays team's going to win.
Holy shit.
They're not keeping on.
Wow.
69-3 when scoring 5+ runs. Incredible stat. So, yeah, when you go 5 of your last 6 games or 6 of your last 7 games, whatever they got to, when you score 1 run or less, yeah, it's going to be an issue. And you're going to lose a 5-game lead, 4-game lead like you had on the Yankees. So, So I'm going to not loser post. I'm going to walk this one back. The whole goal is to get into the playoffs. You can't win the World Series if you don't get in the playoffs. So if you back into the playoffs, we'll suck. In this situation, we'll suck if you don't end up winning the division. But again, you win the 2 playoff games. You're at game 1 of the
we are Rogers shills, and I do want the company to make more money.
Of course, we want our bosses to.
We want our boss to make more money. So I will be okay if there's 2 extra playoff games or 3, because then more money in our pocket.
Absolutely.
As well as Marks and Ross and all the guys that pay us.
Yeah, Ted, Ed, which
$70,000 an episode each. But yeah.
So that's where
it's a tough pill to swallow, though, Abe.
100%, and you're allowed to feel that way. And numbers-wise, everyone in the world will say it's a collapse. They played bad baseball over that stretch, and the Yankees beat the hell out of everyone.
Yeah.
That is absolutely 100% what has happened to this point. But, again, you can get this thing on the tracks.
Let's get it back on the tracks before the playoffs.
If you go 2-1 this week, you play good baseball, the Yankees win 3 games.
They swept. Yeah,
it's life. Like, you're going to have to deal with it. You can't worry too much. Get back on the horse, and you have to win game. Like, you got games to play on Tuesday. So I know it's going to ruin everyone's everything, and you don't want to be in that volatile situation where you have to win in the 3-game set instead of a 5. So,
here's a spin zone for you, Abe. Not to cut you off, but here's a spin zone for you. Nothing wrong with a little adversity. Nothing wrong with I tweeted it yesterday, and I said, listen, every game from here on out, the next 4 games are playoff games.
Yep.
The rest, every single game the Toronto Blue Jays play from here on out are playoff games. Could that help them going into the playoffs? I don't know. I'm really not sure. But with that intensity kind of propped up against pretty decent teams, like the Red Sox are a playoff team, and the Rays are whatever. I mean, they suck, but like
the Rays can play good.
The Rays can play good ball, but I think that at least helps a little bit going into the playoffs, and that's the cope that I'm going with, is the fact that every single game now is a playoff game.
I want them to play well this weekend, no matter what. Like, it's a 2 of 3 it has to happen type of thing. 2 of 3 has to happen, and I'm feeling good about their chance no matter what happens. Like, I do just think the Yankees are going to pull it out of their ass and win every game. Like, I've expected. I said this on the last episode. It's not going to shock me at all. The Yankees.
No, I won't be shocked.
Sweep
either.
the Orioles again.
I won't be shocked either, unfortunately.
And I don't think anyone should be. But to this point, everyone's going to look back. We did this on the last episode too. What games you're going to look back at? It's done. It's the past.
It's done.
That's how I like to think.
Sometimes,
about it.
Listen, it's going to suck if they do lose the division. I'm not saying they're going to lose the division. I still think they win it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to turn the page. Record back to 0-0 going into Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's the best way to look at it, unfortunately. And will it suck? Yeah. Got to leave it in the past.
It doesn't matter. As soon as the playoff starts, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, you got to, because you could win the division and then what do you lose? You get swept in the division series. It
still sucks too.
Still awful, right?
Awful.
So, you got to win the ball games in the playoffs too. And we're in the playoffs. We're guaranteed home games in the playoffs where we play better baseball. So that's good.
Would it be cool to have home games through the ALDS? Yeah, sure. And the ALCS? Yeah, I would take that.
Yeah,
I would welcome that.
Absolutely. You gotta make it happen. So,
I pray, man. Listen,
is it fun to you to watch these games these days?
Not the last 2.
No, that was horrible.
Especially with how much was on the line and the Yankees facing like the Make-A-Wish team.
Yeah. That
sucked. But I will say, tonight at least pulled me back in.
Gave me hope.
I really hope the next time we're talking to you guys on Sunday, man, the Jays pull it out of their ass and they win the division. I really do.
Yep.
But listen, if they don't end up doing that and the Yankees sweep and the Jays take 2 or 3, I'll still be happy. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it.
You just got to be happy with how they play going.
If they play fine baseball, sound baseball, pitching looks awesome, hitting looks awesome.
Yeah.
And they somehow I'm fine with it, man. It sucks, but at the end of the day, what is us crying about it going to do going into wild card series?
It is not going to help anyone involved.
I have seen crazy things happen in baseball. Like the Rangers looked pathetic the last 3 weeks before they won the World Series. Not to compare, obviously.
That's the best cope, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the best cope. But we'll see what happens, man. I really do, man. I just want one good thing in my life to go for me, for my baseball team.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. I just want one just positive thing I can hang my hat on. I'd love to go to the ballpark next year and hang up a couple fucking banners on opening day. You know, an AL East, a division series win, a championship series win. You know what? Let's go banner chasing, man. Why not? We deserve this shit.
We do.
We've dealt with the Shohei Ohtani's on the plane, the Roki Sasaki meetings. We've dealt with every free agent, us being the apparent runner-up. Yeah. We've dealt with this team being doubted going into this year, a 76-win team many had. Let's just get something for once, man. Yep. Let's end this magical season with a goddamn division, at least.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, man.
Yep.
And then just go from the playoffs where it's random, and let's see what the fuck happens there.
Yep.
Let's see what the fuck happens. Let's ride.
It does suck that we don't have Bo Like,
Oh, Avery, it
because
blows.
there has been
It blows.
It's a monumental change. It's not like everyone who was good for the Jays is suddenly bad. There's a huge shift with no Bo Bichette in the lineup.
And you're replacing it with Andres Jimenez bat.
A 198 hitter probably right now. Yeah.
That's like replacing Judge with Austin Slater.
Yeah. Yes. That's the same thing. So you can chirp it all at once, but that's fine. Worst part, again, Yankees fans getting back on Twitter. That's why it was so great to sweep them and beat the shit out of them in those home series, right? Because they do like to talk shit. We like to talk shit back, absolutely. But the George Springer thing in the call, lip reading, doing that kind of sucks because I know I was a get mad at umpires guy. Like, that would always make me super mad when they made a mistake, I thought.
Yeah.
I would have broken and launched my... I was never a guy to do that. I would have been so angry.
He was more tame than I would have been.
Yeah, dude. And sure, he's talking to someone and he's thinking all the same
bullshit.
stuff. He's been in the heat of battle where those calls have gone against them, 3 in that week. It's like, yeah, he's going to think that. And sure, he can say that to his buddy beside him. And he didn't go out in the media after and say...
That's where I'm at with Yankee fans. Like, they were coming at me. They're like, oh, this guy should not say that shit, especially the cheater. By the way, Yankees got caught for cheating and fined $100,000, 2017, 2018. But, like, my take on this is, if you are in the heat of battle, like George Springer is, like you mentioned, you get fucking hosed on 3 calls in the past 4 days. You're frustrated. That would have been a game-changing double. Bases clearing, maybe.
Yes.
2 runs at least. You take the lead. And an obvious fair ball is called a foul. You should not get scrutinized for something you say to your buddy in that dugout.
The next thing, he got the at-bat taken from him the next
with
pitch.
a strike. Would have walked him.
Dude, I would have been as angry as I've been in my whole entire life.
Like,
and that's not even the worst thing in the world to say. Like, he's scrolling Twitter and he's seeing what our fans are tweeting about. Obviously, they're not conspiring
and I'm
against...
happy John Schneider came out the next day and was like,
yeah, they're obviously not conspiring against the Blue Jays to do any of that. But when things are going wrong and things are going against you, yeah, you're going to feel that way.
I just think, like, you shouldn't be scrutinized because of some fucking nerd lip reads you in the dugout and makes a fucking breakdown sponsored by SeatGeek in the dugout and on Twitter and just to cause a stir. Like, do Yankee fans not realize Jazz Chisholm cries after every fucking call, tweets at fans to suck his dick and all that shit? Like, could you imagine what Jazz Chisholm and other Yankee players say in the dugout when cameras aren't on them?
Yeah,
this is just, he got caught saying something to his friend. It's not like George Springer went out and went to the media and goes, yep, this league is rigged. The Yankees are rigging it. It's something you said when you were frustrated. You're probably wires crossed. Fucking, you were losing your mind.
I'm sure they could find something bad in the Yankee or any dugout every single day.
It's pathetic that got him in trouble. Not in trouble.
But it's like that's what they use to chirp him back, right? Yeah, that's fine. Like, no one else is getting those and staying on it to lip read what everyone says in the dugout. You could probably find some pretty.
What do you think? Like, let's be real. Jazz says stuff that's fucked up to the media. Imagine what this fucking guy says under his breath. We should just get a Jazz camera.
Jazz cam.
And I will say, like John Schneider reiterated, the league is not rigged against the Blue Jays. Did those calls suck? Obviously.
Yes.
There's no denying that every single one of those calls were bullshit, pathetic, and the fact they're not reviewable is embarrassing in the middle of a division race. Absolutely fucking embarrassing, Avery. I'm sorry. You can't review a call in front of you.
There's got to be a way to... There's enough technology in the world to have...
We have Baseball
sensors.
Savant calculating balls, what stadiums they're out at. We got Baseball Savant calculating what balls fair, foul, exit velo, and you can't get a technology to say if it's fair or foul. They do have it, by the way, Avery. They do have that.
They do?
Yeah. John Boy showed it in the video that he posted. That
was off-center a little bit, too. It was like... You almost impossible to do this in obviously open air stadiums or when the roof's open, but like a cam that's straight down on top of it, so you can look at. Because the John Boy one was a little skewed left, just like the camera one for the broadcast was a little like moved to the right, I thought, or maybe moved to the left.
I mean, it was the most clear
I thought
fair
it was.
ball.
I thought it was fair too.
Yeah.
There was at no point where it looked like there was a gap.
It brings out the tinfoil hats.
Which I will always tweet about the umpires because it does numbers on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it doesn't suck that bad. But again, to that point, they hadn't scored runs in forever. So when
It was like a lot of both. Like it was the umpires and I think the frustration from the offense.
like you could feel the division they're in it more than us, man.
Yeah.
This is their jobs. They know what the Yankees are doing. They know what the standings are.
They see the scoreboard on the left field wall.
You feel the pressure. Like how can you not? These are pressure filled games
You want to talk about feeling the pressure and showing up for it. Snaps and claps to Louis Varland and Eric Lauer tonight, man. Everyone doubted that bullpen game. I had people tweeting, I'm smelling a sweep. Why do you go bullpen game? This bullpen was fucking nails today.
Yes.
Absolutely nails. Eric Lauer, and I will still forever die on the decision, it was dumb as fuck to move into the bullpen when he's rolling like he's rolling. But that's a guy who's adapted and been really good out of the bullpen. So at the end of the day, it kind of makes sense. But man, he was awesome today. And sweet Lou. Maybe hashtag Avery was right about that demon being a starter.
It was 2 innings. You can't really do that, I don't think, because he was still throwing 99. And he was more like 95, 96, I think, when he was a starter. So he knew he wasn't going crazy deep. So, but he was still kind of 2 pitches mostly today. But he pitched great. Like you had the 100, the strikeout in the first inning. Like he went out and he tacked him. So yeah, maybe there is something to explore there at least. And you got 5 years of Louis Varland to maybe one offseason explore that too. So. I mean, that outing isn't something I would hang my hat on to say Louis Varland should be a starter.
Oh, it's a good for narrative purposes.
It is. But that was a massive outing. The thing about baseball, man, if you give up a ton of runs in the first inning or you give up a ton of runs in the 8th inning, they still count the same on the scoreboard. So putting up zeros whenever you can. My brother played at VCU, and they would do pod system when they pitched, like 3 innings from their guys. And their coach would put their best arms in the middle 3 innings. He said, these are just as important as the other innings to get through the middle. So, like, when this happens, hats off to any guy who's going to get a 0 anywhere. They're all important to get them done. So, we get to the 9th inning. Yeah, obviously, a little different mentality for guys who are going to pitch in the 9th inning. But, I mean, Varland today was great. And then Eric Lauer, he didn't give up a hit, did he? It was great. It was just like classic Eric Lauer. Hit this curveball, and good luck hitting the fastball at the top of the zone.
What do you think is the possibility of us getting an Eric Lauer piggyback or a start even in the playoffs? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, brother. Max Scherzer can't touch the mound. I'm sorry, Yunk.
No,
that sucked, Dave.
We've probably seen the last of Max Scherzer.
You think that's the last you've ever seen of him in a Blue Jays uniform? Because I talked to BNS about this.
Yeah.
And he said that we might see him in a wild card if it gets to that.
Interesting. Like, yeah, maybe. Wild card because it would be against the Red Sox. Yeah, like they can go. They're not crazy left-hand heavy. Like a lot of their good guys are right-handed. Like you have the Bregmans, you have the Stories, those guys in the middle. So you could think about it. But the way they ambushed Max, it was immediate. It was like they knew what was coming.
And they knew the breaking ball wasn't there.
Yeah, it's
horrid.
He kind of had nothing for them. The first inning sucked. He kind of got it on the rails a little bit in the middle.
And then it just fell off again. I think it is absolutely hilarious. We went from having like 7 starters to now we're down to like 4, maybe 3.
We have 2.
Like
we don't know. We still kind of don't know.
Thank God Ross the Boss traded for Shane Bieber.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I do want to do this chat so we can be on both sides of it. CB brought this up. The moves Ross made this year kind of stink.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every move kind of stinks.
Every Ross Atkins move?
Like this offseason.
This offseason, yeah. Yeah, terrible.
Like every single guy.
Every single offseason move from Ross Atkins was the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's kind of been
I think Ross would even say that to you. I think genuinely he'd be like, this is terrible process, terrible moves. Yeah. Like Andres Jimenez, I don't give a fuck about the defense bullshit. He stinks out loud offensively.
He's had a bad year and he's been hurt, so that you can chalk that up as a bad move. Right?
Horrid.
You can't. Again, I don't want to take the whole Jimenez trade and chalk it up to anything right now because you have so many years of Jimenez.
He could turn it around next year. I don't know, but I don't think he will. The numbers don't prove that.
Definitely been a failure this year. The deal.
And Scherzer
Scherzer not been
DFA
good.
candidate.
Hoffman hasn't been that good. Jimmy, we got nothing out of. Sandlin, we got nothing out of. Sir Anthony, kind of hit and miss. I am glad we have.
No, he's been a hit right now.
Yeah.
Last couple appearances have been really good.
Yes, it's not like not a home run play, but it's not.
But the thing is, though, it gets the Eric Lauer move, right?
Yeah, I guess that's like a minor league signing.
But that's still a signing.
Yes. Okay. There you go. So that's one of 8. That's good, right? Ty France was better.
Faked an injury.
Was better with the Blue Jays than he was with the Twins. So I'll give that. At least they saw something.
Okay. Okay. IKF stinks.
IKF silly. Straw has worked out. For what it's been, right? But like, that's what's so crazy about baseball, because it feels like the moves from last year were probably better.
They look better on paper.
Yeah, and it just
stunk.
And they sucked ass.
They re-signed Kevin Kiermaier last year.
Oh, that was a bad move.
That was a bad move as well. I think.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
What's Brandon Belt up to?
Oh my God.
The cock.
Miss him
like crazy. Yeah, I guess really the only move that I could say I'm a little bit like confident in would probably be the Shane Bieber one.
Yeah. You had to make that deal.
Yeah, like I think the Shane Bieber one was probably it. I think, wow, the people who would call us Rogers and Ross Atkins apologists are going to be very concerned with us having this conversation. But
that's the thing about baseball. Like,
but like,
if they weren't set out to be your top guys.
Well, Santander was.
Yes.
Hoffman was closer.
Yeah, Hoffman has closed enough games where I could say he's helped them win a lot
more than he's let. Yeah,
he's helped them win at times.
I mean, he's top 5 in saves.
Yeah, the numbers aren't great. Like,
no.
There's problems. I think we lost a ton of velo, and if we don't do 2 innings in multiple spurts in the first month of the season next year, I think it might help him out a little bit, get some of that velo to carry through the rest of the year. But like, he's made winning plays and like pitches for the team.
I mean,
right?
the extra innings he's had.
But it's like, if you didn't have George Springer, who was already on the roster, do what he was doing. You didn't have the Addison Barger month and a half where he was sick.
He's kind of cooling down a little bit.
Yeah, you had some Vlad hot stuff. Like, these guys were. It was the Springer, Vlad, Bo second half where they were
insane.
Where they were 3 of the top 5 guys, weighted runs created plus before these things kind of fell off. Again, that's like a month sample size. I understand, like a month and a little bit, but they had kind of carried through that point. So good players have to be the good players. The guys you pay a ton have to be really good for you. And like, they've overcome some not great pitching at times, and they've been fine. Like, it's such a weird sport that way, because I feel like Ross makes good moves, and then they just haven't. I didn't think they were maybe that good this year, but I've enjoyed watching this baseball team, and they've won a ton of games.
It is crazy, like the offseason, that essentially I would probably grade, looking back on it, like a C.
It looked great.
This is like the best team that's been under Ross Atkins.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, the Santander thing, but the narrative for the Santander signing can completely shift if he goes off in the playoffs.
Absolutely, yeah.
If he goes off the next 3 days, Avery, right? Like, that's the beauty of this sport, because in the big time clutch moments when it matters, Avery, it could hit a switch, and we could be like, what a signing.
It could be Andres Jimenez comes up with one of the biggest swings of the playoffs. Like,
that's all it takes.
As soon as the playoffs start, what you did in the regular season doesn't, like, those stats don't count towards the playoffs. You can be the hero. Yeah, it's been weird. Like, this Jose Barrios thing happening too. It is odd. His elbow injury puts him on the IL. I don't know if that was like, we saw him shaking out.
But he stayed in the game though.
Stayed in the game, yes, but then he goes on the IL. Maybe they were just done with his season, and they said,
I'd be done with it too. I mean, the guy has a serious home run problem, and we talked about it. I mean, listen, it's him or Scherzer, both like poo versus piss. Really, like, I mean, I know the Jose Barrios stats look awesome, like better than what you think. I mean, like, it's like a 4.10 ERA.
Yeah.
But when you look under the hood, the guy is giving up moon bombs at an alarming rate.
Yes.
Right? Alarming rate. And you could say the same for Bassett, probably.
It's sure.
You could say the same for Scherzer. I mean, it's who are we? Oh my God, that Santander swing was so special.
It reminds me a lot of the 3-run homer he hit to tie the game.
That was more in the air, though.
Yeah, obviously a little bit, but
Yeah.
he's got a great swing.
He has. I mean, Santander. I have a lot of confidence in him. Hopefully, this weekend he turns it on. And the thing is, he does this against righties, man. Like I feel like lefties a little more power for him, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, the Barrios thing sucks. I mean, I appreciate the durability and everything that guy's done for the Toronto Blue Jays in his time here, but there's no way, no world that this guy should start a playoff game or even pitch in a playoff game. Him or Scherzer. Again, I would not advocate for Max Scherzer pitching a playoff game. So I'm not being biased with this about the Barrios thing. Like, Scherzer shouldn't even start a fucking playoff game. Neither should Barrios. I'm giving the ball to Lauer before those fucking guys.
Yeah.
No, Avery, it's not even fun. It's like I would give the ball to Lauer instead of Max Scherzer. And I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Max Scherzer has his ERA now is over 5. A month ago, we were talking about, man, he's going to go game 2. Game 3.
Yeah.
And he has fallen off a fucking cliff, and it's the ability to not get guys out with a breaking ball.
It's hard to pitch well if you're not getting people out.
Like, the Bassett thing sucks, but I would be more comfortable with fucking Bassett starting game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely where 97 up in the zone. Varsho hit that for
special
a grand slam. Yeah, I totally agree with you too. And like, where does Trey slot in?
I'd rather start Trey. If Trey goes out there every Saturday and fucking shoves,
yeah, I think it's like
you gotta go him.
I think it's short spurts. Like, hey Trey, we need you for 3 innings here, like a playoff game.
Yeah,
it's because people do bullpen games in the playoffs, but
and it works a lot of the time.
Yeah,
like, a decent amount of time. Yeah,
modified kind of. You have the guy for the opener, kind of like they did today. What they did today made me feel good about a playoff game where they don't have a guy like totally starting.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
I thought today would be a disaster. Of course, like we don't have a starter, but
1 run on a bullpen day, pretty fucking good. Against that good offense,
pretty fucking good.
Pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the Max Scherzer conversation sucks because a month and a half ago we were talking about, man, what a demon this guy was, turning back the clock, but can't get lefties out.
He just goes up there with his fastball and he just says how far
ping. That's what
but I like having him around for this team for the run. Like I'm sure he keeps them in a good spot mentally. People love to have him around.
And I think he gets that. I think he's not an idiot. I think if John said to him, yeah, you ain't sniffing this roster in the playoffs, I think he'd understand. I'm more comfortable with fucking Paxton Schultz over him, unfortunately. But yeah, that's where I'm at with this. I mean, I guess I'm going to the Rays series preview. We'll keep this pod short. The Sunday one will be long, depending on what it is.
We'll however things match up, we'll stream Sunday. Stream Sunday.
Yeah,
the game and then into the pod after.
Unless the Jays have already clinched, then it's a meaningless game, or the Yankees have already clinched.
Yes, of course.
But we'll see what happens, folks. What's the pitching matchups? You already know it, I believe, correct?
Off the top,
Hauser, Bieber.
Yes.
Jays are minus 190 tomorrow, by the way.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
Do you
want to hedge?
They were -1.
Do you want to hedge that? I might have to hedge.
No, I got plus 300 on my hedge, so I'm good.
For the Yankees.
Yeah.
So we got Boyle, Savage on Saturday, and then on Sunday we got Seymour versus Gossman. I'm gonna say it, Ave. I hate my game 1 starter in the playoffs pitching on Sunday.
Well, hey, things go great. We win 2, Yanks lose 1. Doesn't have to pitch Sunday.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Gotta win those 2.
Hashtag need the Yankees. By the way, we didn't talk about this. Fuck, forgot about this. Alek Manoa, DFA'd.
Holy hell.
What a random move. I mean, it's a good move when Blue Jays' dad's saying we could use Manoa. I think the Manoa thing sucks for fans. I'm not going to speak fully on what I know about the guy as a person. I've heard players like him. I've heard players that don't like him. But definitely a strange thing. But again, he was walking the house. His advanced analytics and his advanced numbers, which is what teams look at in AAA, were dog shit. We're absolutely dog shit. I know you can look at the old school style, like his ERA was 3.13 or whatever it was. He was walking 4 or 5 guys to start. Okay. And you do that in AAA, imagine what you do in the show. They just kind of gave up on him. And I
think they gave up on having him around.
Yeah.
Like that was the main problem.
Like, get out of the dugout.
If he was the best teammate in the I don't know anything about it, but like if he's a great teammate, the hardest worker ever, I don't think they're giving up on a guy this early into like how much more team control.
I just think they looked at the advanced analytics, and I think they thought that guys are progressing better than he is, and I think.
But you got some stinkers on the 40 man, like you
Who though?
Like Dylan Tate.
Dylan Tate, I guess.
Easton Lucas, like you definitely.
I just think they didn't like him. I really don't. And obviously this is public information. We've talked about this on the podcast before. When he got sent down 2 years ago, he caused the stink, an absolute fucking stink, like a shit teammate stink. Agent got involved. He got involved.
He didn't report.
Left a horrible taste in the management's mouth. And if I'm a player, I'm going, listen, we can get sent down at any time we fuck up, anytime we're shit. What makes you better? You've been in the league for a year. Been in the league for a year.
Yep. So I think that's ultimately where they landed. It was like
he's a better off team than on it. Yeah.
I think so. So, I mean, watching him pitch when he was on was truly special.
Never found it again, though.
Never found it.
It was the quote, the tires killed him.
Ever since the tires, it was over.
Never say that again. We'll never speak about tires again. He's just a taller, bigger version of Marcus Stroman, really. But Marcus Stroman was obviously better, but it's kind of really, that's where I land with that.
Yeah,
but
man, it's too bad things didn't work out because
he was awesome.
He truly was.
He was awesome, and it was cool to have a homegrown pitcher like that. Be really good to fly through the system. Obviously, we know Trey personally, so it's like we know he's a good person. We never really got to know Manoa. There's a funny story of us going to the bar we went to like go out with the team one night, and Manoa was there, saw us, and kind of just turned away, left. So he wasn't fans of us, obviously. I'm not sure. Maybe we weren't the kindest to him when he was legit the human pitching machine. And then my favorite Manoa moment was when he pitched in the FCL and got like 1 out, 10 runs.
Oh.
That was
hardest league in the world.
That was a where were you day on Blue Jays Twitter. It was like, all right, Manoa's starting to progress. Oh, 10 runs and 1 against the fucking FCL Yankees.
Yeah, it was so bad.
God, that was my favorite Manoa moment. But yeah, listen, thoughts and prayers, Manoa. Hopefully land on your feet. Obviously coming back from Tommy John.
Yeah, you had an off season with it. Like he should be in the.
He'll be a great. Pick where he goes. He'll be a great Dodger.
Dude,
maybe the Dodgers take a flyer.
The Rockies should take the flyer.
Manoa and Coors Field. Are you shitting me?
Well, that's what they should be doing, right? Like
Pirate, maybe. Ben Cherington.
No,
former
they got way better arms in there.
Really?
Like coming up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they like their Chandlers, Harrington, obviously Skeens, like those guys. I think.
Okay, maybe he'll be a great.
I honestly just think. I think the Rockies will have him, or the A's, or something like that.
Him in a minor league park. Interesting. I don't know if that would bode well, but yeah,
We'll see if someone puts a waiver claim in for him too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Still no update on the Santander, unfortunately, while we're done recording this. But yeah, I'm gonna say Jays lose 2 or 3.
Jays lose 2 or 3.
Pause. We're trying to keep the reverse jinx going. I really hope we're talking to you guys. I have cigars ready. I hope. They pull the big thing for us. Yeah. I mean, I have them from when Vladdy extended. Still in my car. But we'll see what happens. Enjoy the weekend, folks. It's going to be the most stressful weekend probably of our life. Yeah. But on the bright side, man, we're getting playoff baseball atmosphere, playoff baseball feelings a week and a half before playoffs. So what more could you ask for? How lucky are we? We got playoff tickets for the ALDS. I'm not going to no fucking Mickey Mouse wildcard series shit. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment. We got tons of cool things coming up here with Gate 14. I'll be announcing my ticket giveaway with Jug tickets hopefully tomorrow, I believe the guy said. Thank you to all that signed up. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Let's have ourselves a weekend and let's win the division for the first time in this podcast history. 10 years. Why not us? Love you guys. Gate 14 forever.